I saw a lot of people getting called out over the weekend. One is a big-time no-no. Isn't it kind of crazy that you could get suspended for life what you have done in a youth baseball game? It's just the craziest thing. It was a coach who had his 12-year-old son throw a pitch right into the dugout of the opposing team. Oh. He didn't throw at a batter. He threw at the entire team. And you can hear in this, the kid hauls off, and normally you'd be throwing it down at home plate, right, Virginia? I know you don't know a ton about baseball, but he goes over, and it's the third base dugout side and just wings the ball right into the dugout.
What is happening?
And
the coach told him to?
Coach told his son to throw the ball into their dugout.
Dang. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That almost sounds like the clip. We got weights and fish.
Yes. It was pretty unbelievable.
Wow.
Yes. Now, there was a call-em-out that happened. They got the French Open that is going on, and I think they cleared it up. But from one angle, it looked like this male tennis player was exiting the court and shoved the ball girl because she was in his way. But when they looked at it again from a different angle, she actually was moving to the side and kind of tripped on a carpet and fell, and he was gesturing to his dad and did not touch her. So that was a call-him-out that I think got rectified. But you know how a lot of people just pay attention to the initial? And from the one angle, it looked like he did shove what would be like an 11-year-old girl.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's a grown man. So it looks terrible from one angle, but then...
PR nightmare.
Yes.
Dude, it's all about the angles.
It is.
Angles will bring it down.
All about them angles. And this is another person that is very upset, calling out bicyclists. Did this rant on social media that went viral.
I cannot stand these bicyclists. When I'm doing 30 and a 50 because I'm stuck behind 8 grown men dressed like radioactive highlighters, I start to develop opinions. Why the guys riding 3 deep down the road? Like they're not handing out gold medals at the end of this cul-de-sac, Kyle.
He was so mad.
It is a weird thing because I've gotten into with bike people, and if you're sharing it with walkers and bike people, the bike people sometimes do kind of take over a little bit. Sometimes
it's tricky, but yeah, when you're 3 deep and you're taking the whole lane, why aren't you just parallel to each other, like 1 deep?
Yes.
That seems like you're trying to make people angry and block the lane because you can't pass.
It's working.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
You got anger.
Yeah, he's not real happy.
But do you really want to make somebody in a car angry if you're on a bike? The odds are not in your favor.
I never kind of understood the bike laws. I always thought I don't want to be driving with the traffic with my back and not seeing what's behind me.
I don't trust nobody.
Yeah, but I was told if you are a bicyclist and you're on the sidewalk, you're a bad person. So I don't know.
It's too dangerous in South Florida.
Now, this is an interesting call out. It is a family that is in Boynton Beach, and they live right on a country club, and they say that they're under daily attack from stray golf balls coming from Westchester. Joe Loyola say the balls are constantly flying into their yard, damaging property and making them afraid to even go outside. Golf balls have shattered his car windshield, damaged his fence, and even hit his wife hard enough to leave bruises. He finds several golf balls in the yard every day and worries most about the safety of his 18-month-old twins. The family has already spent thousands of dollars on taller fencing and protective netting, but they say it still hasn't stopped the problem. Westchester Country Club responded by saying the golf course existed before the homes were built and said staff would remind golfers to be more careful. But, you know, I guess when you live on a golf course, right, Virginia, you're probably going to have golf balls coming into your yard.
Look, it really does matter where you live, too. So if you live in the area where balls tend to go wild, you're going to get hit with more balls.
One of my favorite things is to read the comments on the stunt Virginia did where she would run out and either you were throwing balls out there or
I've done many a prank on the golfers. hours.
Well, it went viral. It really went super viral. It was millions.
My favorite is when their ball lands right behind my house. Like it's in their playing area. It's not in my yard. But I'll be hiding in the bushes with like 20 extra balls. And when they're like getting back in their cart and putting their clubs away and about to drive to their ball, I'll run out there and throw like 20 balls all around their ball.
Right.
And then I'll run back inside up to the second story and video the mass confusion of the entire foursome when they can't figure out how there's so many balls around their ball. Which one's my ball?
How did this happen?
And it's awesome because there are people that have no idea who we are, the KVJ Show, and they're just going, why is this woman doing this to the golfers? The golf community hates you. I mean, there were some funny, angry comments on there.
Now, another call him out is directed towards Bethany Frankel, who was all up at the Sports Illustrated swimsuit party over the weekend. And then I saw they had a post party at Mary Lou's, which started in West Palm Beach. They just opened up in Miami as well, a little nightclub kind of thing. It's Sugar High Bakery. Now, they're saying that Bethany Frankel came and got a very expensive custom cake for free and really didn't give him any kind of recognition whatsoever.
The next day, Bethany posted the cake everywhere. Stories, reels, carousels, posts, Daily Mail picked it up. Food God posted it. She tagged the venue, the photographer, the glam team, the videographer, everybody except us. Eventually, we got tagged on like slide 5 of a carousel after tons of people were asking where the cake was from. And honestly, we got no business from it, no followers. But the part that bothered me the most wasn't even losing the money. It was the lack of acknowledgement, not even a thank you. And that's entitlement. Which, interesting to me, is that we have made cakes for a president's granddaughter twice. They used an alias, they paid in full, they never asked for anything for free, and they were incredibly gracious. And before people say influencers don't owe free promotions, I agree with you. This is how they make a living, and it can't all be for free. But when you reach out to a small business asking for free product, isn't that different?
I wonder if some of the shine is coming off of some of these influencers, because I think they sometimes do get a lot of free stuff, and some of these businesses are realizing that it's not always this big onslaught of business that's going to come right after you've given a freebie.
Well, the thing, too, about this scenario is Bethany reached out to them.
Right.
Her people, I'm sure it wasn't her herself, but if you reach out to a small business and then you put that cake all over social media, knowing you didn't pay a dime for it and you don't even tag the small business, that is super duper shady. Mm-hmm. She's catching heat for a couple of different things. She's also got a shoe company that's mad at her because they sent her shoes and she wore them and put on social media the link to a dupe.
Oh,
Not even the real company that sent her the shoes. She linked the dupe, which I think is so cruel because you know why she linked the dupe? They're saying she linked the dupe because she gets a commission off the dupe and not off the original shoemaker.
I saw her bragging about how much money she makes with all of her endorsements. She makes
a lot.
A ton.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure it works with some, but to your point, I do think the shine is coming off the influencer thing because I think Virginia even brought it up last week. There are people who are calling themselves influencers that only have 300 followers.
Yeah.
That term is starting to lose its meaning.
Right. And I think now when they come in businesses, you should be like, okay, well, what do I get for this? Because when you give thousands of dollars worth of product, you get absolutely nothing in return. Then what is the value for you?
You have to know how to play the game and know how to track the return on investment because a lot of these influencers will take and take and take and take and take and obviously not even tag somebody.
Mm-hmm. They're probably so used to taking that they probably don't even remember to say thank you.
Yep, probably right.
Yeah, it's sad.
Well, we got some positive things to call out here today. Our girl Evelyn Romo, she had a fight on Saturday. Now, Evelyn used to do our traffic here on the KVJ Show, and she was on the After the Show with us last week, and she went in there and kicked some butt and moved to 6-0, taking on Lady Mejia on Saturday night.
She looked good, too. I don't know if you saw that picture I sent you of her afterwards, holding the Mexican flag with her outfit with KVJ on her trunks.
Yeah. She just overwhelmed that girl. I saw some of the video that she had up on her Instagram, and you can see it on KVJ TV if you're watching right now on YouTube. And yeah, she looking frisky out there, and then she was just kind of whooping that girl. Looked like she was definitely the better boxer, and then at the end, she just did kind of a bull rush on her, and she couldn't handle it. Knocked her right down to the canvas.
I'm curious to know what her first post meal was, because you don't have to be as disciplined.
Yeah, I think she does want to get down on some yummy food after.
What was the first thing that she ate?
What did you eat, Evelyn? We got to know. She's going to be filling in for Denny's when Denny's goes on a little vacation. She's going to be our official producer that week. So you can have plenty of time to ask her all those questions.
Yep. Another good thing to call out, if you went to go see Jelly Roll when he was at the amphitheater, you might have seen him with Sonny Black on stage. He let him fill in for one night at, I think, Financial Amphitheater. And then the cool thing was afterwards, he went out and he asked him to join the tour permanently. And now he's going to be on the road with Jelly Roll for his first tour.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment to see him doing that. He genuinely seems like a good dude. And he did do a meet and greet with people. And I talked to some people that got to meet Jelly Roll, and they said he was just very genuine and very gracious with everybody and just seemed like a pretty solid dude.
Nice.
Yeah. So I thought it was very impressive, everything that he was doing. Now, Jaybird, I know you got a couple things to call out. One is Legos.
I just cannot believe how expensive they are. When did Legos go from, I don't know, $12 to $900? I called up one of these Lego stores, and I don't even know if it's, I don't know, we don't have to say the name of the store, but just to ask what the price of something was, and they're going, all right, let me look it up real quick. It wasn't even that big of a Star Wars Lego set. $6,900. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
Wow. That's crazy. It costs that much.
They have a whole online store now, and I learned all about it. So, yeah, you can get everything online as long as it's not sold out.
Well, my girlfriend Honeyface is big into Legos, so I'm always on the hunt.
They'll ship it right to your house, which I think makes it a lot easier than being out there physically in the hunt.
Mm-hmm. You also had a bit of a price complaint about Five Below.
Well, my question is, if you go to Five Below and not everything is Five Below, how can that happen?
The dollar store, not everything's $1 anymore.
Yeah.
So you can lie about that?
Times they are a-changing.
I guess you can call a store whatever you want. Doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I wasn't sure if there was like a law.
A lot of stuff in there is $5 and below, but a lot of stuff is over $5.
Yeah, I went there thinking, because I went to the place they had Legos first, and I go, I'm going to Five Below, and I still spent, I'm like, wait a minute, this is a lot more than I thought Five Below would be.
Not cheap.